We are glad to see you again on our channel. Today we have a review of the sci-fi movie Beyond Skyline, released in 2016. What happens when alien ships invade Earth? Will humanity be able to fight back? To find out, watch this video to the end. Sit comfortably and enjoy watching. Detective Mark had the hardest day of his life, starting when he had to bail out his son Trent. However, terrible events were just beginning. Alien ships invaded the Earth, kidnapping thousands of people directly from the streets of cities, underground passages, and skyscraper windows. In a desperate attempt to find his son, Mark infiltrates an alien ship. When the world falls apart, you can surrender, or try to escape, or fight until your last breath. A woman on a gurney is taken to the operating room. She closes her eyes. Mark is driving the car. He takes out some bottle, sprinkles his mouth, and gets out of the car. The man heads to Los Angeles police station. Mark enters the building. The girl at the counter greets him and asks him if he will return soon. Garcia approaches Mark and asks how he is doing. The man leads Mark further into the building. Trent, Mark's son, sits behind the glass. Mark says that it is high time to put the boy down. Garcia replies that this is the third offense and he may be stuck here for a long time. Garcia pronounces that he sees them both suffer after the death of Captain Rose. The victim will not write a statement on Trent, but no more Garcia can help. Mark and Trent get in the car. The guy says that his father has finally gone for a walk. The car does not start. Trent notices a bottle of whiskey in the car and says it is better to catch a taxi. Father and son go to the subway. In the carriage, Mark says Trent that he is above all that and clearly took after his mother, but he needs to finish with riot stuff. Trent replies that his father taught him how to hit back. Mark replies that at least he did not go to jail. They're talking about Trent knocking the victim's jaw out. The stop, 5th Street, is announced and the train stops sharply. Passengers fall. Something strange happens on the street. A ship with blue light flies to the ground. Mark asks the passengers if everything is okay and goes to Audrey, who tries to contact someone over the radio. The train is twitching again. The radio starts to work, but the communication is interrupted, and then only the words, "Do not look at the light," are heard. The train again twitches. Mark decides to take matters into his own hands and starts taking passengers out of the train. Everyone hears some strange sounds. Mark goes very first, Audrey at the end. Garcia in the police station sees a blue light and goes to it. He meets Jones and asks where everyone has disappeared. Mark tells passengers not to step on the tracks. At the exit from the subway, Trent sees a blue light and goes to it with another girl, while the other passengers go the other way. Garcia and Jones take their weapons and head for the exit. Trent tells the girl not to go to the light because nobody knows what is there. The girl looks at the light and her eyes become like zombies. Trent tries to stop her, but he looks at the light and also turns into a zombie. Mark and Audrey see the guy, and Mark runs after him, lowering his head. The alien ship pulls people who have become like zombies and go to the light. Mark grabs his son and tries to hold him. He picks up his son, the remaining passengers, and they return to the subway. Mark says he didn't understand anything. There's some light, and everyone who went to him was taken. He says they need to go to the police. Mark and the others come to the police station and meet Garcia there. Mark says that they need to go, they cannot stay. They need to get to the coast, find the military and the Marines. The company's been going through the subway tunnel all night. They're coming out of the service exit. Mark sees on the street an alien spaceship and that something is flying out of it. Jones manages to get on the radio and is told to get out of the city. Planes appear in the sky and attack the ship. Mark shouts down, "Everyone! The city is hit by a blast." Sarge says it was most likely a small-range tactical charge. Suddenly, something pulls Garcia abruptly. Trent looks at the light and turns into a zombie again. Mark shoots the alien and pulls out Garcia. He says they can breathe there. The alien grabs Jones by the head and rips out her brain. Everyone starts going up while Mark and Trent shoot back. Mark is pulled back down while he goes up. He sets the charge on fire and inserts it into the gas tank of the car. The car explodes with the alien, and the company sees a huge alien ship sucking in everything in its path. A huge creature starts chasing the company while they think where it's better to run. Garcia says he can't run and will detain the creature while everyone is running away. The company comes to the bay. Mark tries to radio someone to send a boat. Finally, he gets an answer saying to wait. The company sees the helicopters and runs to them, but the road is blocked by the creature. It destroys the helicopters with its rays. Trent stands up and the ship takes him inside. The same happens with Audrey. Mark says to take him too. Mark wakes up. He sees the aliens taking one person after another, pulling their brains out. He sees Trent and starts shooting at the tentacles. The alien sees this and opens some door where everyone is pulled. Mark is grabbed by his head, but he shoots. The man falls into the water and almost falls from the ship. He notices a wound on his leg. Mark climbs back inside and starts looking for his son with a gun in his hand. He sees more and more aliens appear thanks to people's brains. Mark finds a room with cocoons. He is attacked by a creature. The alien approaches the creature and takes its life. Trent comes to himself hanging upside down. Next to him, he sees the Audrey. The girl says she has a rocket in her back pocket. Trent gets it, lights it up, and tries to figure out where they are. Mark catches up with the alien and tells him that he cannot find his son. The alien takes a hot stick and cauterizes the wound on Mark's leg. The alien leads Mark to a pregnant woman. She says she is giving birth soon and asks for help. The woman says she is only 3 months pregnant. She says that when she saw the light, the child began to grow quickly. She says that her husband was taken away. Aliens use brains to control cars. Children are taken too. The girl Elaine says that her child was tried to take away, but this alien saved them. The girl says that her husband Justin became this creature. Trent releases Audrey's legs and holds her. The girl tells him to swing so she can get to the ledge. Mark tells Elaine to push. The girl is born, but Elaine herself dies. Audrey tells Trent to release her when she grasps the ledge. Mark tells Justin that he will take care of his daughter if he helps to find his son. Audrey climbs onto the ledge and tells Trent to do the same. The creature finds the body of Elaine. Justin takes Mark to someplace, tells him to put his hand in the hole. Mark does it, and a weapon appears on his hand. Justin decided to blow up the ship, and Mark asks if he thought well. Trent and Audrey find Sarge hanging. Justin shows Mark the alien cannon. Justin reveals that he has found Mark's son. At the same moment, another creature enters the room. Justin sends Mark and the baby to the top, but he remains. Mark hears Trent, puts the baby on the floor, and goes to him. At the same time, suspended people are taken by the creature. Sarge says he needs help. Trent jumps on his rope. Justin begins to fight the creature. Trent swings the rope and Mark grabs his arm. The creature grabs Trent's leg. The creature lifts Trent up, takes his life and drops him down. The creature grabs Audrey. Mark jumps on him. He and Audrey are down. The creature hurts Justin. Mark disarms one creature, but immediately another one appears that has been fighting Justin. It spots the baby and is on its way. Sarge distracts the monster. The creature hurts it. Justin makes an explosion. Everything begins to collapse. The ship lands somewhere in the jungle. Audrey asks Mark where the baby came from. Sarge says the kids are dying and maybe they deserve it. He says that he deserves it, but he feels sorry for the guy. Audrey, Sarge, and Mark with the baby see the river and jump there. Kanya sees something in the grass and descends there. The girl lifts a large egg and puts it in her backpack. Kanya and Sua meet up with Mark and Audrey. Sarge dies. New creatures appear on the ship. Trent is one of them. Kanya and Sua take Mark and Audrey to the gazebo. They see the police order at Mark and a fight starts. Suddenly, everyone notices the local police. Sua says that with the alien attack, they started looting, taking everything, even women. Mark says he would help if Sua showed the baby to the doctor. The company stops for a night, makes a fire. Mark says that he saw only one alien and the rest are just slaves. Mark explains that those creatures are still people in the brain. He says that they can still be released. Audrey tells Mark that the girl is constantly growing. Mark wakes up because of a man holding a gun to his head. Sua attacks him, but Audrey asks him not to kill him. Audrey notes that the girl has grown even bigger. Kanya asks what is with the child and says to show her Harper. She brings the company to the temple that was built in honor of the gods 1,000 years ago. The company goes inside and meets Harper. Harper measures the baby's temperature and asks how old she is. Harper says he is a PhD in pharmacology. Sua asks Mark about the girl. Mark says he knows nothing and says he doesn't trust Harper, as he is a drug dealer. He also says the dealers don't mean the apocalypse. Sua says they survived when Mark's country bombed them, which means they will survive that. Harper examines the girl's blood and tells Kanya that the baby does not have entirely human DNA. Kanya shows the boy an egg. Kanya attacks Audrey, saying that they do not belong here. Mark says that pregnant women have seen light and then babies in the womb grew faster. And all the children died except for this girl. Harper says that the walls of the girl's cells are dense and the blood is unusual. And the bad news is that the girl dies. Rapid growth depletes the entire body of the child. She needs a transfusion. Mark says to take his blood because he was wearing alien weapons. The girl gets a transfusion. Harper says that alien light is like a bacteria, a virus, and a living creature. Scientifically, this is a 100% alien. However, their substance is compatible with human DNA, which the girl proves. Audrey says that the aliens were already here. Harper says that they may have brought people, but now they're coming to check on their crops. Harper says that the girl's blood is an antidote that can be sent to the alien system and thus free everyone. Mark says that then one of the cannons is needed. The creature is leaving the ship. The company takes the weapon. Harper gives an ampule of blood. Sua says that they will go at night. Kanya and Audrey go into the woods and set traps there. Audrey says thanks the girl. Kanya pronounces that they are already here. The creature appears. Kanya starts shooting back. Sua tries to contact her. The girl starts running away and runs into a minefield. Kanya touches a mine. There is an explosion. She then steps on another mine, tells her brother to forgive her, and raises her leg. Kanya and the creature die. Mark says they need to leave, but Sua says they have always defended the temple. Mark asks how much time he has and asks for a syringe of blood. He says he'll get the alien cannon because there are still people inside. Mark says his son is among them. He says it's risky but takes the syringe. Audrey tells Mark that if he kills himself, he will not get his family back. The man asks her to stay with the girl. The creature approaches. Sua and the others shoot back, but the creature still goes inside. Sua fights it and then ignites it. Sua tells people to leave. Mark makes his way to the aliens. A huge creature begins to destroy the temple. Panic begins among the people. Mark fights the creature near the cannon. He drops the ring and the creature pauses for a moment. His blue eyes turn red. Mark recognizes his son and drops him down. Humans fight creatures. Harper covers Audrey and the girl, takes the hit. Mark takes out the egg and injects it with a syringe, and then throws the egg into the cannon. Something happens and the creature's eyes turn red. They remember who they are. The creature with blue eyes attacks Mark, but the man manages to put a gun on his hand. He deprives the creature of life. A creature with blue eyes approaches the company, but a creature with red eyes repels him. Mark recognizes him as Trent. Trent fights the opponent. Mark helps the son by shooting the creature. The girl approaches the egg. The blue creature sees this and wants to take her life, but Trent demolishes the creature. There is a red flash of light. Trent approaches Mark. Audrey offers to name the girl Rose. 10 years later, when people understood the weakness of the creatures, they stopped defending themselves and began to advance themselves. Rose asks Trent if he is ready and starts a red light. At these frames, the movie ends. Subscribe to our channel and don't forget to write your opinion about this movie in the comments. See you in new recaps.